Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, August 7th, and I wanted to talk to you about, where is the camera on this thing? I don't even know. Oh, there it is. Hi. I'm recording with my tablet for some reason. Oh, I know, so I could sit it up. I wanted you to be able to see this gorgeous scenery behind me. This is Deadwood. And I wanted to talk to you guys about 10 reasons to live in a van. And no blind views, I'm not trying to talk you into moving into a van. I'm just talking about 10 good reasons to live in a van. The first one is obvious, you don't pay rent and you don't pay mortgage. Most people pay probably at least $600 a month to $2,500 a month on rent or mortgage, and no mortgage insurance and all of that. And when I moved into my van, I instantly saved $800 a month. So that was a really nice perk. The second one, no utilities. My electricity bill was an average of about $150 a month. Water, sewer, garbage. I still have to buy water, but I pay like usually 30 cents a gallon for water. I get most of my water from a machine when I can. It's not always easy to find, but so no utilities. No cable bill. Oh my gosh, my cable bill was like $225 a month because I had the whole shebang. Cable, internet, I had the DVR and you could talk to the remote, and I spent way too much money on that because now I have no cable bill, and I found out I don't need cable. Anything I can do on TV, I can do on the internet, almost. You can watch most channels through the internet, or, like I have my brother's satellite information. I can sign on to DirecTV or something like that, but I don't. I never watch live TV. I could if I wanted to, but I don't. So that was a huge savings. No yard work. I'm telling you, yard work is my least favorite thing to do. Back in the day when I was younger and healthier, I loved yard work. I mowed my lawn twice a week. I edged it once a week. I fertilized once a week. I watered every day. But my yard was small, so it was easy. But now that I'm older and not as healthy, even my little tiny yard in my last house just wore me out. Hated it. And because of the HOA, we were required to water it. So when you water grass, you have to mow it. Hated it, hated it, hated it. I will never, ever own a yard again. I may own a condo or something, but never yard work. No yard maintenance tools. I don't have to have a lawnmower or an edger or, limb cutter thingies, nothing. No yard waste. It is such a big relief not to have to worry about that stuff. Your neighbors. I had horrible neighbors on each side of me. This one over here played mariachi music 24 hours a day. This one over here played rap 24 hours a day. I had it coming from both sides. Oh my gosh, I hated it. So when my son told me he was going into the Army, first thing I said was, I'm out of here. I've been watching the van, nomadic life videos, and I said I got to get away from these neighbors because somebody's going to end up getting hurt. Now, if I don't like my neighbor, I can just start my engine and drive away. No house maintenance. One thing, okay, when I first bought my last house, I had no idea that it had plumbing problems. I was an idiot. I didn't have an inspection done. I would have bought the house anyway, but I had a leak under the house, and it was all going into the visqueen or whatever you call it under the house. The toilets needed work. I had one window in the kitchen that was, because, I'm from Seattle. It rains almost all the time. I had glasses on the windowsill to catch the rain. I was out there trying to caulk the windows. That didn't work. I mean, it was just a big pain. So I no longer have any house maintenance. I had to hire a plumber, and anyway, all the people you meet. Oh my gosh, I have met so many awesome people. Before I lived in my van, I didn't have a lot of money to play with. I spent a lot of time, in fact, all my time, sitting on the couch watching TV. When you spend 200, sorry, there's a bee that's trying to kill me. It's not a bee, it's a hornet. So don't yell at me when I kill it, because it's a hornet. And y'all know I'm allergic. So anyway, I spent all my time watching TV, never did anything. Now I'm out meeting people every day. I've made so many friends. You guys know most of them. Mike and Dan and Scott and Terry and Aja and Jimmy and just everybody. So many awesome people. Dory. And I love every second of it. I lose weight because I'm not sitting on my butt all the time anymore. Okay, I do sit on my butt a lot, but I'm still losing weight. Yeah, meeting people. These are lifelong friends. Oh, Campervan Kevin. Can't forget Kevin. Let's see. The weather in Seattle. As you know, 9 months out of the year it rains. It's cloudy, it's gray, it's sad. People think that I chase the sun. No, I don't chase the sun. I chase the drier climate. I lived in Washington for 47 years before I moved to Phoenix. And I left it because I didn't know any different. It was the only place I'd ever lived. But once I got out of that rain, it lifts your spirits so much. But then again, after 10 years of living in Phoenix in the hot weather, I couldn't take it anymore. So went back to Washington for a year and a half before I moved into my van. But like right now, I'm on top of a mountain in South Dakota, and it's very nice temps. Today is going to be a little warm. It's supposed to get up to, what'd you say, Mike, about 90?
82.
Oh, only 82?
Yeah.
Awesome. See, but if we were in where a lot of these people are, it's, 90s, 100 degrees. Yuck. This is just awesome. And number 10, I get to travel. I get to travel all over anywhere I want to go, anytime I want to go. I'm not on a schedule. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want, and see the sights. I had never been to Glacier National Park. Didn't really even know it existed until Cousin Janet started talking about it a couple years ago. And Mike and I went there, and I'm telling you, that is the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. Now, someone today left a comment saying that their friend went from Canada, I think, and they went to Banff or they live near Banff or whatever, and they came down to Glacier National Park, and they thought, it's okay, because they were comparing it to Banff. I've got to go to Banff now. Banff, I think is how you spell it. I'm not exact. Banff, it's a hard word to say, but I want to go there someday, because if it's better than Glacier National Park, then I have to see it. Yellowstone, where else have we been? Nope, you don't get out that easy. Sorry, had to get him. Where else? I've never been, the furthest east I've been is Missouri, and that was only for one night, just to say I was in Missouri, and Iowa, or was it Ohio? Which one's right next to Nebraska?
Iowa.
Iowa. God, that's embarrassing. Anyway, traveling, it's awesome. Going to the beach, going to the mountains, I get to choose. So anyway, that's 10 reasons to live in a van. Who wouldn't want to do it? Blindviews, do it. I'm kidding. But I'm glad I did it. It's the best thing I ever did, and life is great. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching my videos. It's really nice of you. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.